I first heard the Lord's call to the religious life when I was a sophomore in college. I'd grown up Catholic, but I didn't know any sisters. And I didn't really know what to do with this invitation. So I made a deal with the Lord. I'll learn as much as I can about you and about the faith and about this nun thing, and then I can go back to my plans. I think he laughed. But I spent the spring semester of that year learning as much as I could about the faith. I did a lot of things in the name of research. Reading the Bible, daily mass, praying the rosary, and generally reading anything I could get my hands on. At one point, I was sitting at the computer in my dorm room, and I read about how Jesus Christ is truly present, body, blood, soul, and divinity in the Eucharist, and it stopped me in my tracks. I'd probably heard this doctrine before, but that afternoon it was like it hit me for the first time. My first thought was one of doubt. I don't know if I can accept this. This is too much. I'm not sure someone could love me this much. How could the God of the universe love me enough to change bread into his body, blood, soul, and divinity just so he could come close to me? In the midst of my wrestling with this, it was time to go to daily mass. So I walked over to our Catholic center. I prayed about it all through mass. I'm not sure I can accept this. It seems like too much. How could someone love me this much? I will never forget it. Our chaplain prayed the words of consecration over the bread and then elevated the host. And I remember looking up at the host and thinking, either this is the truth, or this is the biggest lie that has ever been told. But if this is the truth, then my whole life needs to be about this truth because it is worth everything. In that moment, I received a huge grace. Yes, I believe that this is the truth, that this is really Jesus. And my whole life needs to be about this truth because it's worth everything. In that moment, I knew I was loved. And I knew that wherever God led me, that I could not keep this truth to myself, that everyone needed to hear about it because it changes everything. It's worth everything. The Dominican order was founded to study and preach the truth for the salvation of souls. What I discovered that day was the reality that truth is a person, Jesus Christ, who is still truly present here on this earth in the Blessed Sacrament.